Hello everyone, Timer over here, and welcome as we start a brand new Let's Play of Dwarf Fortress. Dwarf Fortress is a base building colony management style game. It was actually a influence of influence of RimWorld. RimWorld looked to it as sort of an influence when it was being developed. Because although it just came out recently on Steam, it's been around for sometimes, as you can see, it's been copyrighted since 2002. So it's been going on for about 20 years. But the Steam release version of this just came out like this month, December. And the old, well, not the old version because they're going to be running in tandem now, but the old ASCII version is still available and is free. So, you don't necessarily have to buy Dwarf Fortress on Steam to play it. There is a free version, but I've kind of kept my distance from it just because of the graphical set, but not even that, because you can get sort of graphic set mods and whatnot for it, but just in general, the typing interface and so on and so forth. I just wanted to sort of like not gonna try to weed through that quagmire of stuff, but I know a lot of people who swear by it, who it's still very well received. But when I saw they were coming out on a Steam version with sort of redone skin, as well as a new user interface, I was like, I'm sold. So I've been waiting for it to come out on Steam, and sure enough, here it is. And I am very new to Dwarf Fortress. Only played a little bit on my own since it's been released, just to sort of get a feel for things. And yeah, I'm very novice, very much so. So I'm gonna be learning as I go here as best I can to see how long we can survive. It is very much, if you've been a fan of the channel, you'll have known that I have played things like RimWorld, and RimWorld took a lot of influence from Dwarf Fortress. So it's very much in that style, but much more sort of simulated, complicated, and so on and so forth. So we're going to be taking a look. I mean, this game has been sort of a grandfather to a lot of games that I've featured on the channel. RimWorld is probably the most notable, but things like Prison Architect as well have sort of spawned from this game. So we're going to be taking a look. So let's go ahead and create a new world. We're going to go OK, and I'm just going to leave the default setup here for the world, and I'm going to go ahead and generate it. So it's going to go ahead and generate the new world here. It'll take a little bit of time, but I'm going to go ahead and pause it, but it's going to generate our world, and when we come back, we'll be setting up our location. So I will be right back once it's done. All right, so we are here. Our world is known as Oman Rabin, the Realms of Omen. We've simulated 100 years and gotten a bunch of events, and we are looking pretty good. Here's our world. Let's go ahead and hit play now, and we're going to save the world, and then we're going to look for a spot to embark. Location. So I'm going to put in a few search functions. We are going to do the fortress. So the fortress mode here is the bare bones, not bare bones, but it is the base building mode. The adventurer here is not available in the Steam version yet, but it does say it's coming soon. It is more of a you take control of one dwarf and go on an adventure kind of thing. But it is available in the free version, in the ASCII version. So if you're curious about that, you can always download it and go from there. Otherwise, it'll be coming to Steam eventually. But let's go ahead and hit that. So we're going to simulate the first few weeks here of the game and skip the tutorial. And here's our world. So we can pick a variety. I mean, we can pick pretty much anywhere to embark on. But what I like to do is find an embark location and set a couple criteria here in order to find a suitable place for us. So what I'd like to do is we want a flux tone layer. So we definitely want to say yes to that. I'm not going to play with the aquifers. I have not dealt with aquifers yet, and everything I'm reading and seeing says aquifers are pretty rough to deal with when you're first starting out. So I'm going to go ahead and say no to that. Rivers, I do want a river nearby. And then iron. So we're going to want all of this stuff as sort of a bare necessity or base foundation for our starting location. So I'm going to go ahead and hit begin. And now it's just going to go through the map and highlight things that meet those requirements. So while that does that, I'm going to go ahead and pause. And when I come back, we will have a location in mind. Be right back. All right, and we are back. So everything highlighted in green meets our search criteria. So we're going to go ahead and choose based off that. I'm going to hit this choose origin civilization. I just want to see where the so these are the dwarves. So this is sort of the dwarf empires on this map that we're sort of spawning from, or our people will be sort of migrating from. So we sort of want to keep a little bit close to these guys. Well, anyone we choose. Gleeful Lancer. Oh, geez, these guys, the pillars of consideration and the Gleeful Lancer, they're like right next to one another. We've got these guys over here. I think we're going to go with the Merchant of Competition here, since they're down here, and this green area is pretty much the epitome of what we've got going on here. So we can move around with WASD or holding the middle mouse button down. To zoom in on this screen, just left click, and then we can zoom in to see what spots we generally want to use. I'm just looking around. I'm not really picky per se. I mean, again, this is very, very new. I've been mainly focusing on, places with trees so that we have early trees on the top that we can chop down. And nearby our civilization. What about over here? Are there any good spots over here? I mean, this is warm. I don't really think we want that. Untamed Wilds. I'm thinking maybe right here could be a good spot. It's got a nice little stream. Got some soil. Got sand. Got some iron, gold, silver, copper. That flexstone layer. All things good. We have no goblins nearby, which is pretty nice. Yeah, I think right here is going to do us just fine. So we're going to go ahead and... Oh, come on, get up there. There we go. Well, I don't know. All right, how to reload the map, because I think as I clicked that last time, it swapped over one square or something. So I don't want to oh. Yeah, see, that's what it did last time. All right. There. All right. I think we got it now. Let's go ahead. So we can prepare for the journey carefully, but I'm just going to go ahead and hit play now. One thing, I'm not entirely sure what all we need to bring, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the default equipment and skills and so on and so forth. So let's see what we can do. Dwarven Outpost, you have arrived after your journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond. Your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all the Asmel Agath. There are almost no supplies left, but with the stout labor comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plow, or hook, provide for your dwarfs. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodgings ere the Yetis get hungry. A new chapter of Dwarven history begins here at this place. I'm not even going to try. Man's lantern bows strike the earth. Okay. All right, so here is our home to be. Yeah, it does have a lot of water nearby, huh? I mean, I guess that's fine. We're gonna have to dig past that, but we can certainly do that. I like to build... Okay, so we're going to want to get down to 37 at least to sort of get past all the water. What is this? Giant sponge. Interesting. But at least we have the river here that we could potentially go fishing on. We got plenty of wood here. I think I'm going to try to build down in this general area to start with. And we're going to really get our stairs. Come on. Come on. T. Not sure why that's not clicking. There we go. Yeah, that's weird. We'll go with that for now. Let's start the staircase maybe. Nah, let's go a little bit further. Let's go like right here. And let's dig down. Let's go to like 30, elevation of 30, and see what areas we get to. So if I hit F1, it's going to take me directly to my wagon here. And we can set up some additional hotkeys as we get going here. Let's see here. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the noble screen, our dwarfs here. So I want to set a bookkeeper. We've got a proficient record keeper. Excellent. I'm going to get a manager going on here. And we'll talk about each one of these that as we go through here. The bookkeeper is going to help keep track of our inventory, our stocks. But I think they need an office before that actually happens. But I could be wrong here. Maybe they will be okay before then. I know the manager eventually, once our pops reach maybe 20, will require an office. But we'll have that before they require it. I usually go pretty quick in building those. Nothing else. I guess the broker we can potentially put in here. Judge of intent. Okay, skilled appraiser. I guess you have a lot of stuff here, so I'm going to go with Stadir, our expedition leader, as our broker. He's our trader, basically. Okay, labor. We've got one miner here. So the labor screen here, we have different options. Right now, our miners, or basically any mining, is going to be done, only the selected people can do this. So because Lore here is selected, he's the only one that's basically allowed to mine, because we have that select. But some of these other things, like for example planters here, everybody does this. So everybody can do this because we have it set that. And each one of these allows for everybody to do said jobs. Meanwhile, over here, I do want to take this off of Lore. That way he doesn't perform anything else but mining. If we kept that on, then he would be able to, say, plant if it came up. That kind of thing. So we're going to keep that off for Lore and just keep him mining. Everybody else, I'm fine with leaving on this this non-specialized thing and just allowing them to do what comes up. Wood cutting, I think these are all set to only selected because they require specific equipment to do so. So that's, you know, the hunters require bow and arrow, that kind of thing. Woodcutters, I'm assuming, require an axe. Planters, they don't need anything. The fish dwarf, he requires a pole. So that's what we've got going on there. So yeah, I think that's it for this area. We could set up our own work details, because they don't actually show, at least I've not been able to see what is found under some of these things. So if we did like add new work detail, we can see that like all this, we could sort of set up a customized job. I guess it shows here. So like woodworking, carpentry and crossbow making, stoneworking, that kind of thing. I wonder where... Yeah, I wonder where woodworking would fall over here. Interesting. Plant gatherers, stone cutting, engravers. I mean, it's clearly there. It's just I'm not. I guess maybe stone cutting or engravers. I don't know. Interesting. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use the default setup for right now, and maybe eventually we will, do some more things. Let's see. Do we have how many picks do we have? We do have 3 picks, which means we could have more people doing some mining. All right, tell you what, let's throw Toulon and Stadir in as miners to help out with this. Lignite, tetrahedrite. Now I know what lignite will help us do. I think lignite is for coal production. I'm not sure about tetrahedrite. I guess we've mined out everything. All right, well, we'll keep going down here. All right, I do want to pause. I'm going to go up here to... What is this? This, yeah, sand. I'm thinking about putting our... I don't think there's any difference between yellow sand and dark sand or black sand when it comes to farms. It's getting awfully close to the water. Hopefully that's not going to be an issue. But we'll do some farming areas here. That's going to be fine. We've got tons of people. So where are we going to make our first... We could go down here. And just keep going down floor by floor. I think this will be a good location. I don't see any issue with it. Okay, so this is done. So let's come here. Zoom in. I want to build workshops, farming, farm plot. Let's get a farm plot there. And a farm plot here. Okay. And then I'm going to set this to F2. And then up here, we are going to want to chop down some trees. So let's do that. I'm going to set up a stockpile up on the surface for tree logs. Up here, let's grab logs so that they're not put in our main location. And then I am also going to set a refuse bin up here as well. Something like that. Let's grab this there. Come on. Third time's a charm. And this is going to be for corpses and a refuse for now. We'll probably change out the shells and whatnot after the fact, but that'll be okay. All right, so you're done. We're going to make the farm plots. Excellent. Keep going down. And I think this layer is going to be our initial production layer. Do that, or do I want to go down with a storage area or up? Maybe we go down to here and save this for an additional storage area. Yeah, I like that. So we're going to go ahead and mine out a storage area here. And we're going to say we're going to put, so maybe 5 by 5. And that might be a little too big. Let's go, let's say, yeah, 5 that way, 5 that way, and then 5 this way, and something like this. Just, yeah, that's a little too small, actually. I know what I want to do. Let's go and do our workshops. So I do kind of want 3 workshops over here. So let's build that up. And then this way, build 3 workshops there. And then we might do some more workshops going this way, but we'll leave it as is for right now. So on the mining tab, what I want to do is actually set designations. So I would like this area to get mined out first, along with our first workshop area. And then from there, you can start mining this out. And then mining this one out. And then the rest of this can be done piecemeal. There we go. We'll do something like that. And that's going to be our start in terms of workshopping. Recenter, expand options, right click to dismiss. There's nothing to catch in the central swamps. Okay. Okay, so we've got these various different alerts over here, which is fine. Hey, we've got a workshop up. Excellent. So we're going to want a carpenter's workshop. What do I want for this? This doesn't really matter. Just use that. That's going to be okay. We're going to use the closest material. Okay, so we've got that. We've got our first stoneworker. I think I might leave this for, because that's a stoneworker. I might reserve this spot for another stoneworker. Or no, that was a carpenter. Let's get a stonework. We'll reserve that spot for that. That's going to be fine. That's okay. We're just going to go ahead and say crafts here. Excellent. All right. So we have this area. Come on. Stockpile it up. Here. Accept all, but I don't want stone right now. Because otherwise it'll just cram, everything will get crammed in there. Refuse, none. Shells are fine for right now, though they're going to quickly overrun the stockpile if we let it. But that should be okay. Jewelers, siege, carpenter, bowers, furnaces, farming, crafts. No, that's okay. So let's put in some work orders here. In the carpenter's area, we're going to want bins. So make me some wooden bins here. 10's fine, but I think I'd rather set sort of like some requirements or some conditions here. So only make 5 if there is less than 10. empty bins. And then we should have at least greater than one log in order to make that go. So let's just put that in play. So the bins will be used in our stockpile to better organize our stuff because we can put a lot of items in a bin and it only takes one square for that. Let's repaint this stockpile to include all that. Please and thank you. Excellent. All right. Let's get a few more things. So we've got the bins. I want beds. So make me 10 beds. I'm not going to put conditions on those just yet. We're just going to make flat 10 beds. Rock door. We're going to rent those. And again, sure. Make just 10 door. Well, no, because I am going to want doors out and about. So let's say make me, I'm going to want like 5 doors or something like that. I'm going to knock that down to 1. So if we have less than 10 rock doors, I want 5 doors made. Please and thank you. So these will be run every day by your manager. And as of right now, he doesn't need an office, but he will need one eventually. So we've got the beds, we've got the doors, barrels. Ah, that reminds me, we do need to get some barrels going on. Let's put the same sort of logic here. Oh, no, that's not right. All right, I guess we're going to put logic on all these because I'm just doing it. 1. Okay. I'll leave that. I'd like to have a number of beds around. Plus, we have 7 people right now, so we're going to need the beds. And the barrels, yeah, these can be brought down to 5 as well. Good stuff. And we need a distillery here, or a still. That was what I was forgetting. Because our dwarves need alcohol. They will drink water apparently, but it's not what they're going to enjoy. And they're going to get cranky as a result. So we're going to want to set up some options here. And let's go ahead and set this for workshop. And that should be good. Let's check that. Let's come up here. Okay, so we are spring now. What I want is plump helmets for this one, for this plot of area here. And then over here, I guess, well, we're gonna do pigtails here and just leave the spring and winter crops alone. And then I'm going to create a third farming plot down here. That will get created eventually, where we're going to put in some other crops. All right, over there, we need a new work order. So I want to brew drinks from plants. We're going to need a lot of this. I guess we can leave it at 10, but the condition would be amount of drinks is less than 100. We're going to want to run that. And it's greater than that. 1. Okay, that should be good. So the drinks will be put into the barrels, whereas the goods will be put into the bins here. So that is good. So crafts, I do want to get the crafts going right away. Crafts dwarfs. So I think we're just going to make some amulets. Well, no, I think we're just going to make mugs. Because the mugs will be used early on for in like the inns and other places. So might as well just do that. And I'm just going to set this to be just make mugs for now. And we might do some amulets later on or something else. We'll see what comes up out of there. Okay, we need bedrooms now. I'm going to do that on a different layer. Probably right below here. I'm going to set up a mining area. We're going to come up this way. Go there. And then, yeah, I think what I want is a row of bedrooms over here. So we have 7 pops. So that's 5. I want a double wide hallway for this. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't know if it's not necessarily needed. It's not going to be super high traffic, but might as well. We'll make 10 because I will have 1 bedroom as sort of a as a dormitory for spillover, and that I think will be good. Cancel you. And go there. And again, I'm going to set this to be 1. Do this. Do that and that. And then go forward. I guess what we could theoretically do is just say, here, do these when you get here. And then 4. And then yeah, that's fine. As long as we get a couple here, I'm going to be okay with. Although that is kind of goofy that they crossed over diagonally there. Here, tell you what. Let's let's do that because it's kind of annoying. What do we got? Make rock door has been completed. Excellent. Bookkeeper cancels brew, needs empty food storage. Well, that's kind of annoying. Guess we don't have any barrels. All right. Oh, the other thing is I wanted to actually make scavenge for plants. Woo! So let's do that. Try to get some food going on here. Why are you... I guess it's just dropped there and they don't have anywhere else to put the wood, so it's just sort of like hanging out by where it was made, or where it was chopped, I should say. All right, so you've been built. So here I'm going to say dimple cups. There. All right, and we have 1 spot here. If need be, we can always do that. All right, so this still is doing things, which is good to see. We got over here, make rock mugs. Mahogany bin. You are making a wooden barrel. You are making beds. Yeah, we could use another carpenter workshop. Okay, that's been completed. We've got a few beds by the looks of it. All right, tell you what, let's throw down these first group here. We're gonna make can you rotate? It's one thing I have not figured out yet, if you can rotate items. that's not going to work. I guess I could look. Key bindings. Building? Is there a rotate key somewhere in here? Or is this in the... might be in general. I mean, it's possible you can't rotate, but I feel like you should be able to. Yes and no, because I don't, I mean, just at a glance. Toggle, engrave, forbid, dump. Hauling, no, I don't know. Maybe I'll look through in between episodes, or if you know, please hit that. Please let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I don't know if there's a way to rotate or not. Well, so we'll just do something like this. And this is going to be our dormitory. Give our dwarves someplace to sleep. Okay, and then on this side, then what I want is sort of our meeting hall. Do I want it that big, or do I want to... Yeah, I think we're going to... I guess that might be okay. Let's see, that's 5 on that side. 1, 2... Yeah, that needs to go in here. Alright, let's grab this. And say 2 there. 5. 5. Maybe 6 wide. So 12 total. And then I think I'm going to chisel off the ends here just to give it a little bit more character. Is that what I want for the meeting hall? Or not the meeting hall, the dining area? Yeah, I like it. Let's do that. So you can sort of do that, and fantastic. Okay. I'm just wondering if I want to just have one person now doing the mining. I think so. Let's go ahead. I think they're doing other things, but we'll just keep our main miner. Now that we're sort of just... We need stuff created and hauled more so here. What are you making now, my friend? Wooden bins. Do we have anything in the bins? Probably not, huh? Yeah, nothing yet. For drinks. Yeah, I would like to get some offices just so we get a proper count on our inventory here. And where am I going to put that? I wonder. Do I want to put it down here? No, I kind of want it up here. So probably do something like that. You know, why have you not brought our doors down here yet? What's everyone doing here? Make rock doors, store items. Store items, brew drinks. I mean, everyone's doing something, so that is legit. Alright, well, I guess we're just gonna have to let things go. Actually, speaking of letting things go, we have gone long enough right now, so we're gonna go ahead and put a cut in the video. So I've likened the start of our base here. Next episode, hopefully we can get things going a little bit more and hopefully get a few more pops going on. And yeah, we'll see how things work out. But thanks everyone for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series. If you are, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more content, as always, I strongly encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.